guys, welcome back to our coverage of PAX East. I'm Rachel with Newegg TV, and I'm here at the booth of Klei Entertainment with Corey, and he's going to be talking a little bit about their games. Corey, how's it going? Are you overwhelmed, stressed out, or has it been fun?
Honestly, PAX is one of my favorite conventions to come to, both Prime and East. We had a whole bunch of crazy travel problems getting here, so it caused the first day. We were understaffed and really tired, but we've all had some sleep now, so honestly the second day is so much better than the first day.
Oh, good, good. And a lot more people, it feels like. A lot more...
Oh, Saturday's always crazy, because Friday some people have work, right? So Saturday it goes nuts, and we couldn't be happier. It's been a great show so far.
And it looks like you guys in general have been getting a lot of interest. There's a lot of people crowd around the booth looking at Don't Starve. That's the one you're featuring right now. What is Don't Starve?
Sure. Yeah. So Don't Starve is a uncompromising wilderness survival game full of science and magic, and it's a game you will start as Wilson, the gentleman scientist, and he's kind of a not a very good scientist. And we released a cinematic trailer online that you can go check out at don'tstarvegame.com, as well as our YouTube channel, and it kind of shows that he's dabbling in science that he obviously doesn't know very much about, inadvertently connects himself with this voice over the radio who offers to bestow upon him all of the knowledge of science. And
wow, that's a lot of knowledge.
He foolishly ends up trapping himself in this weird world. He wakes up in this odd wilderness. He has absolutely nothing, and you're kind of set to fend for yourself, survive, find out why you're there, etc.
Yeah, cool, that's awesome. So you go around the world, you can interact with pretty much everything, you collect stuff. I was looking at it briefly. It looks like you collect everything you need for survival. So what would that be? Realistically, that'd be wood, there'd be stuff to make a fire. And,
wood, survival, like basically the wilderness survival aspect is definitely the core. It's building an axe so you can cut down a tree, things like that. Building a spear so that you can hunt. Building traps, things like that to take care of yourself. You can also, in the deeper game, start building a camp if you want to hunker down somewhere. There is a lot of crafting, I would say, but it's definitely not like a building game. I like to call it a systems exploration game. A big thing about Don't Starve is learning about the items, the things you can craft, the creatures, and the world. How do all those things work together? How can you exploit them and use them to your benefit, and what's going to harm you?
Yeah. So it's really about, you're dropped in, you got to figure it out, because you have a limited amount of time. Obviously, you're going to get hungry, you're going to get cold, you're going to starve.
You might also go crazy too. There is an insanity meter that you have to watch out for.
Like that aspect of it. So you want to stay in the light type of thing, or is it not related to that?
If it gets pitch black out, you will want to stay with a fire. But regardless of the time of day, you're alone all by yourself, and there's some crazy stuff going on the island. And you will go insane over time if you don't take care of yourself.
So what's the end goal then? What are you trying to reach? Are you trying to get off?
Well, so honestly, with Don't Starve, this is a super experimental game for us, and I think it's one of the reasons why people have been kind of gravitating to it. We don't tell you what to do. You can do whatever you want, but what we do try to do with the game is entice the player to create their own objectives based on what's happening in front of them. So really high-level examples of that for a survival game, when I wake up in an island and I don't know what it is, the first thing I might want to do is explore the whole island. What am I dealing with here? Other people will be like, well, I don't know what's out there. That could be dangerous. I'm going to build a base.
I'm going to hoard as much as possible.
Other people want to hoard. Other people will want to be like, well, who was the voice that sent me here? Why am I here? Where is this guy?
That philosophical.
Yeah, and people want to try and unlock the puzzles.
That's cool. So you can kind of make it your own.
Totally. Some people will want to play the game and just see how long they can survive. I don't care about anything else.
I have to say, personally, I really appreciate that, because I feel like a lot of games these days just really hold your hand all the time. There's no thinking for yourself.
Well, one of the things that I like to relate it to is it's kind of old school respect for the player. When you first picked up an NES controller and played Super Mario, you probably ran into the first Goomba, and you were like, I'm never going to do that again, it killed me. When you got to the first pit, it kind of looks like you can jump down it and see like more world, but you do it and you die, so you never do that again. And when you play an RPG game, your character builds experience points that are really just statistically emulating learning things. And with this, well, you do get experience points that unlock new characters, that's all it does. the real experience points are from the actual players' increased knowledge of, I'm a better survivalist now. I understand this world and the systems better.
That's awesome. And in addition to that really unique mechanic, I really like the art style that you've done with this.
Thank you.
It's very, I mean, I guess people would compare it to maybe Tim Burton.
Edward Gorey.
Yeah.
It's honestly, it's very inspired by Tim Burton, Edward Gorey, and German Impressionism paintings. And
awesome.
then it's kind of all wrapped and animated with a huge WB style kind of throwback, like classic Bugs Bunny. So it's like Tim Burton animated by Bugs Bunny WB stuff.
Yeah.
And
that's cool.
we wanted to do something that was a little different than our other animations.
Yeah. I have to say also, I appreciate the almost the third person pulled out view.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of times indie games go with the side scrolling, which is great, which is easy to code and everything, but it kind of can get tedious, and it's nice having a different view and feel like you're really looking down, kind of like a traditional third-person game.
Yeah, and you can, and even though it looks 2D, you can actually use the arrow keys to spin the camera around in locked 4 points.
Okay.
And so it's actually our studio's first semi-isometric game. Our wheelhouse has always been kick-ass, bright, vibrant 2D, super smooth games. And while the art assets are definitely 2D props, the whole world is actually like a 3D map that you can zoom in and out of and up and down. So that was a new thing for us, and we wanted to basically visually differentiate it.
Cool. So it's in beta right now.
Yes.
Beta right now, and can you sign up for that still, or is it?
So basically, the way our beta works is for about the past 7 months or so, it's been in beta with a really slowly creeping price point. So right now it's at, you can buy it for $12 on Steam or in the Humble Store and get it off of the Humble Store, which will give you the Chrome version as well, because you can actually play this exact same game in the Chrome web browser on both Mac and PC. Just the Steam version is PC right now. OS X is coming, but it's $12. And when you buy it, right now during the early access beta, we'll give you an extra copy. And if you activate the Steam version before the April 23rd, when the full version, the final release comes out, you'll actually get TF2 items in Steam right now. So you'll get a Wilson hair and a ham bat.
So if you play TF2, if you want some of the items for free, grab
a copy of Don't Starve.
Activate it before the deadline, and you'll get some bonuses.
TF2 items. And when it releases on April 23rd, we're not 100% sure yet, but we think it's going to be $15 for one copy, so it's a good deal right now to get 2 for $12.
2 for $12, then you can pass along to a friend. A lot of these games are generated buzz through word of mouth.
Yep.
So if you like it, pass it on to a friend for free and be like, hey, this is a great game, I want you to try it out.
Also, once it comes out, we've committed to, at minimum, 6 months of continued development, and if it's economically feasible to keep doing it after, we love developing for this game. We're going to keep pumping out content.
Once a game drops, that's not it. You get more and more. That's really cool. So, all right, well, tell people to look forward to that. Now, you also have Mark of the Ninja here displaying as well. And how long has that been out? How long have you had that?
So Mark of the Ninja released, the original game released late last year, and now we've got the special edition coming out, which is a DLC for both Xbox and Steam. And honestly, it's really just a thank you to the fans. We were really blown away by the reception of Mark of the Ninja, and a lot of people were asking, oh, is there going to be a sequel? Is there going to be more? And when it comes to sequels, our studios we only do sequels if we're really confident that we have an amazing new approach to do. We don't just want to do the same engine with new stuff. So in the meantime, to say thanks, we put out this DLC. It's kind of like our Criterion collection of Mark of the Ninja. It'll have developer commentary, plus commentary from the artists, basically the whole team, and some research that we did about actual ninja history and stuff, so you can activate those on...
So you can play and learn.
And learn. And it's... So we put the developer commentary in there in all the languages that the original closed captioning originally released in, as well as a new level where you will play as an early, younger, very much more agile Dosan, who was the tattoo artist from the original game, who basically bestowed the original ninja with all the powers, but he's not an old man in this. He's a younger guy, and he has hand-to-hand non-lethal combat moves, which is a new thing. once you've played with him, you actually unlock him for the whole game. If you want to play through the whole game as Dosan in his style, you can.
Cool.
And you'll also get 2 new craftable tools that we'll release more information on later, but you're going to get new tools in the game that you can also use through the original game and N+ as well.
That's awesome. So new level, new character, new items. Fans of Mark of the Ninja, then be sure to check out the special edition that they have coming out. Is that coming out soon, or is it out now?
We're not sure about the release date yet. Maybe this summer. We're not totally sure yet. We'll let you know when it's going to come out this year for sure. And we don't have a price point on it yet, but it will be coming to Xbox and Steam. We're just working out those 2 details right now.
Okay. Well, I don't want to take up any more of your time. Corey, you've been amazing. Thanks for talking to us about Don't Starve and Mark of the Ninja special
Thanks for coming by.
Hope you have a great rest of your PAX.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
No problem.